I am so sick of older white Democrats trying to guilt me into voting for Prop 50. For those not familiar, this is Gavin Newsom's ridiculous redistricting measure. I will never vote for voter suppression, ever, not even to stop voter suppression. Those wondering how it's voter suppression, it's gerrymandering. That's always voter suppression because the politicians are choosing the voters rather than the other way around. But now all of these protests across the state have been hijacked by these pro-50 people. I get it that there's a lot of people desperate for something to do to fight Trump, but this isn't it. In fact, it's a huge waste of time and resources. And I don't want to hear that it's only for 6 years. You really think they're going to give up power easily once they have it? I guarantee you they'll try to push for more after that, and our independent commission will be gone forever. Establishment Democrats lose everything, the entire country, all three branches of government. And the reason is obvious because they're feckless and completely out of touch with the American people. They're a bunch of arrogant elitists. And now after losing the country to fascism, they're turning around and saying, oh, you better vote for this or you must be a Trump supporter. We've heard that from Blue MAGA many times before. The Democratic Party has a 23% approval rating. Nobody wants more of them. Progressives and organizations like the Working Families Party should be looking to run independents. And in doing so, they would take away the drag of the Democratic Party and they would have a better chance of winning in swing districts. And then there's Gavin Newsom at the top of this with his mean tweets, pretty face, and slick hair. He's the stereotype of what everybody hates about Democrats, and yet you guys are elevating him. If he was a woman or not white, would you be doing the same thing? The time for silly political measures is over. This is a time for grit and resistance. We need people who would be willing to sit in front of the military invading our cities at the risk of being arrested. And that's never going to be somebody like Gavin Newsom. You all are just so weak and you're clinging to these ridiculous things. No one's going back to your Walter Cronkite days. We got to be real about what we're dealing with, and we're fighting fascism. So again, you are never going to get me to vote for Prop 50, and I will actively campaign against it. The time for an opposition led by white liberal elitists is over.